Alright, so here's a quick video of using Easy Cut Studio. This is what we use on our large plotter. So similar to the Cricut, you go in and you select a vector file or whatever you happen to be using. You open it, and then you can, on the side over here, just like with the Cricut, you can select your sizing for your image. So on this one, we're going to scale it up for use on a t-shirt. We're going to go, it's going to go on a lady's t-shirt, so we're going to go 7.5 wide, because obviously, on a small lady's t-shirt, anything bigger than that will take over the front of the shirt. And you can actually select the sizing direct without using the up and down arrows. You can actually go in and select to do your sizing. So you can go 7.5, and then you can keep proportions, or you can deselect that and have it go so that you can do width on its own, height on its own as well. So then you can hit enter, and that will accept that. And then on the screen, then in your mat, your cutting mat, it gives you your proportions. And then you can, just like with the Cricut, you can move the image down so you can put it in place for cut. And then for that, you then would go through and you can select your cutter. It will pop up. Obviously for this we are going to want to mirror it, but just to give you a general idea, this is similar to the Cricut software as well. So you can then left click and transform, and with transform you can then go flip horizontal mirror, and then we select cutter, and then it gives you your options. So whatever your cutter happens to be, and then your image is here. It's going to give you a preview and show you what's going to be cut. And then when you're ready, you select cut at the bottom, and away you go. So our settings on our cutter are set to 400 millimeters a second for our speed. Our force is set to 70. Vinyl is lined up under 2 rollers and run to the front. We are using the reflective, so when the light hits it, it reflects, kind of like your running shoes and stuff. If you're out running and the light shines off of your runners, or on tracksuit or shorts or whatever, they'll have the reflective piping on them. That's what we're using for this. And so now we're going to show you. I've got it set. I'm going to hit cut. We've already, alright, and now we're set to cut. And this is what our large plotter runs like. And this is how it will cut. And this is only running at 400 millimeters a second at 70 grams of pressure for its cut. It will run up a lot faster. You can run it up to like 1,000 millimeters a second, and cut pressure up over 200, which is way too high for anything with HTV. So for just your average HTV and stuff, this is absolutely perfect for this. It is something that we actually use for cutting larger wall decals and automotive vinyl, stuff like that. But for those that might have a larger one, this can give you an insight as to how that will work. So that was a quick run through of cutting some HTV, reflective HTV on a 36-inch plotter. And for the regular HTV, a setting of 60 grams of pressure is absolutely fine. Now we're going to run another cut here of the standard HTV. And again, it's been mirrored, it's all set to go. This one will take a little longer because it's a little more intricate cutting. But this will give you an idea as to what the speed and the cut process is like on the larger formats. This is I think it's 14 or 16 inch wide HTV. It was cut down. And like I said, this cutter will take up to a 34 inch wide vinyl. So we can definitely cut larger sizes, similar to the koala here. This is some of what we have cut on there, but for the HTV stuff, we generally stick to generally a 12 or a 20 inch wide vinyl is what we generally use for it. It makes it easy to weed, easy to cut. It's always a good size. It's got the roll and it's got the vinyl bar on the back as well. This is running through a cut through the. We're going to put this onto the back of a shirt with the other one for the front of a shirt, just so that something different.